AWS, right? So we are going to talk about the AWS as well. So if you see, uh, I shown you some reports that AWS is on top always with their results or with their services, with their features. So that's why we took AWS as a promising career for the students or individual professionals. So Amazon Web Services or AWS is the world's most adopted cloud service provider. And if you see this sentence, Amazon services is roughly are more than 200 are there, but if you take the exact 100, they are providing almost 200 fully featured services from data centers globally. You should remember this word globally, data centers globally. We saw that benefit, right? Global footprint. So that will be relevant here. So even again, as we are going to have a sessions in the course on the Amazon Web Services, I'm just want to give some glimpse on the evaluation of the Amazon Web Services as well. So if you see, we can categorize phases into four phases of Amazon evaluation. Okay. So first phase is funding. So they started with the idea of this cloud computing or the sharing resources in the 2000s only, because they themselves faced some kind of issues to handle their Amazon.com e-commerce platform, to handle that bulk traffic. So they come up with kind of they saw the opportunity, okay, in the cloud computing. So they started funding in the cloud computing in the 2000s only. So you can see the numbers actually where exactly what happened in the which year. Okay, so in 2004 only they first introduced the SQS service. They introduced their first service in the 2004, which is SQS. This service is for to maintain the bulk messages from their e-commerce platform. For their own purpose only, they built it first. But after that, they saw this as an opportunity. Why can't we even provide this service to the public? You can convert this as a market, right? So as a business, right? They saw this as an opportunity and they come into the public. And after 2005, the next phase has started, and they actually come up with, or they decided to provide the compute, database, and storage services to the public. So that is what in the phase of first generation services in the 2006 to 2010 or 2009, they launched their first generation services of EC2, S3. EC2 is nothing but Elastic Compute Cloud. When I say compute, I told you that compute is nothing but it's a cloud terminology of the virtual server. That's it. So server, simply they are providing the servers. And S3 is the full form of S3 is simple storage service, and that is a storage service. So how now we are actually storing our files or photos or documents inside our mobile, right? There is some kind of storage now. So in the same way, in the cloud also we are going to get some storage service. Okay, so they launched their first services in this phase, and then from 2010 they started innovating the ways to actually go into the public, to increase their credibility, to increase their opportunities, to increase their customer base. They done some kind of innovative ways. They actually, if you see, the top of those activities are in 2012 Netflix. We all know Netflix, right? How big it is and how big platform it is. The Netflix is actually migrated to complete their 100% infrastructure to AWS in 2012, and they're successfully able to run it without any issues. Okay, and in 2013 AWS has decided to provide the certification programs to the individuals to validate their skills. In that way, even professionals or the individuals also getting benefited, are getting recognized by the industry. Okay, and after that in 2014 AWS started APN. APN is something about AWS partner network. So AWS is going to collaborate with some of the companies to provide their services to the clients. So not only AWS, if you don't have that skill set in your organization, you can take the help from the AWS network clients. Okay, so even in this phase also they actually come up with some kind of services in the monitoring, in the deployment, in the application deployment, everything. So you can see saw that names also here: CloudWatch, and Shipping Stack, some of the services they launched actually. And the main service in the 2014 they launched is machine learning service and the serverless service. Okay, the machine learning service, it shows their dedication towards the AI practice as well. So they come up with the AI related services in the 2014 only. And next, from the 2016 to present, it is the dominance era of the, we can say AWS is dominating any other cloud provider with these kind of features with their services. Okay, so why we are saying AWS is dominating? With launching the new or the advanced services, and also by seeing the growth, if you see the 2019, AWS is reported almost 37% of the revenue growth, annual revenue growth. That is not the that's not the simple word, right? So that is how it is actually increasing their growth and increasing the revenue. So by that we can understand how organizations are adopting the AWS. Okay, and even in this phase also they are continuously innovating the services, they are continuously launching the advanced services. Okay, and the main most point is they are now operating in almost 33 or 34 regions across the globe to serve the every corner of the world. Okay, so this is about the Amazon evolution, how they